emotional reaction you've gotten where you've given someone money and the reaction was not what you expected?
It's actually early on when I tipped a pizza delivery guy 10 grand.
Yeah.
And then
That's so kind of
didn't really react
Mr.
too
Beast.
much. But then the next day, he came back and I was like, oh God, was he going to ask for more money? I was like, fuck. And I didn't want to answer, but I answered it anyways. And because I filmed where I slept, which was very weird, but that was when I was poor. And he just was like, I opened the door and he just started crying. And he was like, I didn't
You got
even think this
really
money was real.
emotional.
And he's like, I just took tomorrow off work and I haven't seen my kids in so long because I work every day. And like, I just got to spend a day with my daughter. And he's just like, this is the greatest day of my life. I'm so happy. And I
You get really emotional, Mr. Beast, I think.
was like, and then he hugged me and he's crying and tears are going down my shirt. And I'm like, I don't even know what to like do. I was just like,
Come on.
wow.
on.
And so that was like, even I'm tearing up a little bit just thinking about it. You're tearing up a little
Dude,
bit.
it's touching.
I know that you get emotional and you cried.
Yeah. So like that was like the craziest
It's not
reaction.
10 grand you gave him a day with his kids.
Exactly. And I'm like opening the door.
Beast is so kind, guys. So kind. If you don't know Mr. Beast, look him up on YouTube. Everyone know Mr. Beast. Subscribe to his channel.
Or about to
Priceless,
be like,
bro.
bro, I don't have more money.
Yeah.
And then he hits me with that, and I just like 180, like so quick. I was like, fuck.
Feels
This is
better
crazy.
than any car. Feels better than any shirt or any
Yeah.
fucking expensive pair of pants.
Still better than when I give people $1 million, 100K.
it's
Like
that,
nothing
like-
beats that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself chasing
Nothing
that a
beats
little
one
bit?
for
Like,
true, guys, because you get really emotional at that moment. You give delivery pizza guy a tip, and that's just so amazing. Thank God to Mr. Beast.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's fun. It's like, I think people overplay it. A lot of people in my situation would be like, yeah, I love giving and it's the greatest thing ever. And it brings it about. And like, and even like PR people, when I do talk to them, they're always like, you should play it up more and act like, and it's just like, no, it just feels good. Like, it's not like this crazy thing. I'm sure if I did heroin, it'd feel better.
Yeah.
It's just like in the moment, it feels good and it makes me happy.
This guy's a legend,
Yeah.
guys.
yeah. Oh, I love that,
amazing.
dude. And you don't have video of when he came back, huh?
No, I didn't.
Even better.
That's what makes it pure.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that, but it's also like when we do the, now I get exposed to a lot of it because our food pantry. And what's interesting is like, you know, a lot of people, their thoughts of this are like, oh, it's freeloaders or people who get, like, why don't they just get jobs or they're just leeching? But like a lot of when I'm there and working on it, it's like you'll see like a lot of old ladies who back when they came up, it was just normal for the guy to work the job. They raised the kids. And then now here they are 80 years old. Their husband just passes and their income's totally gone. And so it's like, all right, I have food, rent, phone bill, this and this. You know, one of them's got to go. But if you give them free food, then they can afford the other 4 things. And so it's like, they're always really emotional because it's like, literally like, do I stop paying for my phone bill or rent or
So they have
food?
to
And like,
choose
obviously you got
either they stop pay for the rent or they stop pay for the phone bill. But thank God to Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast helped out millions of people in that situation. God bless you.
pay for food. But if you give them like $100 worth of food for free, now they can, you know, put 50 towards rent, 50 towards their phone bill, and they're great.
Yeah.
You know?
You are fucking amazing.
I mean, that's awesome.
That's so fucking amazing.
Whenever you get to help, like, this might be personal, but like whenever you get to help like a single parent or like a single mom, does that connect with you in a different way because you can empathize?
No, I think all of it kind of hits the same. I just like when they smile and they're really happy, it just makes me happy. You know what I mean? It's the greatest feeling ever. It's it's what I live for. I'm only gonna help people.
God bless you.
I can play
Mr.
it up,
Beast.
but no, it
God
just
bless
makes
you,
it feel
Jimmy.
good.
And how often are you helping people like personally, like not through like the other branches, but like off camera? Where you just like, do you ever like just see a homeless guy and you're like, yeah, bro, here's $100 bucks?
Yeah, tons.
Like I feel like people don't see that and people will judge you and they'll be like,
Well, that's
oh,
what
Mr.
is
Beast
what's funny. Is they're like, if
only
there's
does it for views.
They're like, if a camera's not there, he wouldn't be doing it. And I'm like, how do you know that?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Also, so what?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you doing it?
Yeah.
But even yeah,
You know
and
what
that's
I mean?
where it's like I
You know how
can
much
see here.
content I gotta make, dipshit?
Yeah, but if I listed the things I do,
I want you to
think
speak
you
on that
did
because
it, whether camera or not, guys, I think you give people same way, whether it's not filming or not. It's just who he is. It's just Jimmy.
because then
think
it
it's important
defeats
for
the
people to know.
purpose. Because then it looks like I just did it, so I
Yeah.
can stand here and say it.
Fine, Tarek, can you do it on his behalf? Like, have you ever seen him just like, yeah?
But that's the thing. It's so funny when they just like Twitter. It's Twitter of all the places where they just make crazy assumptions and like they're just like, nah, if the camera wasn't there, or Mrbeast is evil, and it's like only nice guys or people who want to look nice, or they're all evil, or whatever like things. It's like, what do you even mean by that? Like I'll see a tweet sometimes with like 1,000 likes, like Mrbeast is evil, like no one's that nice. I'm like, what?
Because they're normally not. You are a unicorn.
So rare.
You are
I'm
rare.
telling you,
You are
you
rare.
are a
Mr.
unicorn.
Beast
I don't
is
take
rare.
compliments.
Rare. He's rare, guys.
Well, I'm like you. So.
Yeah. No, but I think you are rare, and that's good.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Does it ever get you down though? You read a tweet and they're like, Mrbeast is evil, and you're like, bro, I just spent all day building a food pantry and now I'm reading this shit.
Not
Like,
as much. No, honestly, like if you're not getting hate, you're just irrelevant. So the fact, like, it's just part of it. So I've actually gotten really numb to it, and probably to a fault where it does nothing to me, because it's like, if you know what you're doing is what you want to do and preach your fulfillment, you're not doing anything wrong. Why does it matter? You know, like I don't need to prove to this guy that it is. And so I'm like super numb to it.
Right.
And that's where sometimes people will show me things and I'll read it. And I'm like, okay. And I'll just keep going out. It's like, what do you want me to do? Sit here and fucking cry? You know?
because you probably do that with the good compliments too, where they're like, Mrbeast is saving the world. And you're like, you're taking that in stride too, where you're like, oh, I can't believe
Most
that too much.
influencers, 98% of their comments are great. They don't remember a single one of those. They just remember the 1 to 2% that are bad. And like proportionately, like a 90+% approval rating is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
You're killing it.
You could be president with 50%.
Yeah, I mean, you could. That's like unheard of before, like modern times. And so, I think like more people need to just take that mindset. If majority like me, the criticism I get isn't even valid.
The criticism is lower.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Assuming it's actually invalid. You know.
Yeah. As long as you're proud of what you're doing.
Yeah, well, and you're not hurting people and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And you're not secretly evil when Twitter claims you're evil.
Bro, when you put out these cartoons, they're going to be like, I told you that motherfucker was evil.